Are we live? I think we're live.
Yeah, we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Girlfriend Quest. I'm your co-hostess with the mostest, Alexis Sarah, and I am joined by the host of this stream.
Hey, it's me, Misty. I'm controlling the game here. What's up? Pronoun she, they. Playing Pokemon Shield.
Oh yeah, my pronouns are she, her. Pew pew.
This is Girlfriend Quest. We play games together. Although this is a single player game, so I'm playing it and Alexis is giving commentary.
We almost exclusively do single-player games on this.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wish there was more good games for us to kind of play together, but a lot of them aren't necessarily good streaming things. I don't know.
We could try to do Xenoverse too.
I mean, we could certainly try to do Xenoverse too. I just don't know if both of us have computers that can handle talking and streaming and playing a fairly modern game.
It's kind of shitty graphics. I don't know. I don't know that it works really well on my laptop. I think I might be able to.
Hmm.
I don't know that. I don't know that I could. But anyway.
Xenoverse 2 coming possibly. Anyway, say hello to my collection of shiny Politoeds who just been kind of hopping around here for a bit. Hey everybody. A couple of weeks ago they had the raids for all the Frog Fiend Pokemon with the increased shiny odds for Politoed, and I just went and caught this 6. Just a full team of shinies. Trans frogs. I think they look... Now, I'm colorblind, but part of the reason why I hunted them is I feel like they got kind of a bi-pride flag thing going on. And like I said, I may be off base here on the colorblindness.
I mean, I say color perception is whatever you see it as, and therefore, if it looks like a bi flag, it is a bi flag.
That's a fair perspective. I'm just adjusting my sound a little bit here because I don't want to have the game drown out. Oh, there we go.
Sylveon is trans. I'll just say that because I know there's people who get mad when people say that. Sylveon is trans.
Oh yeah, Sylveon will be featured heavily on this stream because I'm going to be hunting for some Combees. But I just thought I'd show off these frogs because they need a home. You know, these frogs need a home. I can't be taking care of all these frogs. You know, so if anyone wants one of those shiny Politoeds from the raid a while back, just if everyone's up for the trading. You know, I hear people do trading in Pokemon. Okay, Alexis' sound is a bit low. Okay, let's pump up Alexis a bit more.
Okay, how's that sound? Any better, Erica?
Actually, that comment might have, because of the Twitch delay, that might have come in before just as it sounds, so I may have even made you louder, but that's fine, because... Anyway, sand dishes aside. Yeah, these frogs need a home. They can't just be hanging around my box all the time. Oh, they got a bit of XP from me passively playing with the toys. Anyway. Gonna put y'all back in here. I've been having the wildest shiny luck this month. I opened the month in like the first like 2 or 3 days. I just like went and caught myself like 8, 9, 10 shinies. It was ridiculous, and I'm just coming up very dry. As you can see from the Combee counter below my screen here. I've gone over odds. You know, I'm rather spoiled. I have ridiculous odds when it comes to shiny hunts, especially in Pokemon Shield. I found a shiny Burmy before I found a Munchlax. I still haven't found a Munchlax in Pearl. And I found a shiny Delibird and a shiny Charizard in other people's raids. I'm gonna chalk that up to other people maybe knowing their shiny seed and RNGing that in. I failed to catch the Charizard, but I did catch the Delibird. This I named top 1 out of 64k% because it's ridiculous just because, I mean, I don't know the exact odds. That was just a back of the envelope calculation. I didn't even factor in the shiny charm. But basically, this thing has star sparkles. It fell from a tree. I wasn't hunting for a shiny Greedent. I got one anyway. Hello, Greedent. It's the first star shiny I've gotten in the wild in this game. A 1 out of 16 chance, and it's Greedent, who I wasn't hunting for at all. Anyway, my incredibly petty problem of getting very shiny Pokemon, but not the very shiny Pokemon I want aside. Well, actually, right back to it, because I'm going to be hunting for shiny Combee, the red bee.
Yeah. Red bee house, let's go.
You join the rest of the Politoeds here. Actually, I'll just leave everyone else on the bench so as to not delay us here.
You sure you don't want to put the eggs there to hatch, or?
Nah, the eggs are gonna get underway here a little bit. Alright, so what we have here is Sylveon, my Sylveon Lady Killer. Named after a visual novel I like playing with my girlfriend. Anyway, Lady Killer here has Cute Charm, meaning it draws out the girls. We're hunting for a girl Combee, because only girl Combees can evolve. Although I found out today there's a glitch where you could evolve a male Combee, but I'm not entirely sure if Nintendo's patched it out yet or whatever. But either way, we're hunting for the girl Combee so we can evolve it into Bespy Queen. Let's go. Let's see. Boop. Nope, that ain't the shiny. So you can notice right away they added dimorphism to Pokemon in Gen 4 by having this big old red V on the Combee if it's a girl. So it's pretty noticeable even from the overworld. It's the same situation with Solanda, which I previously hunted, which Lady Killer here was very good for, which is why my primary companion for this stream will in fact be Lady Killer, the Lady Killer aka Sylveon the trans Pokemon.
The trans Pokemon is trans.
Boop. Okay. The music gets way loud when I get into a fight in this game. Feels like.
I can't hear the sounds from the game, so I will just take your word on that. Ooh.
Oh, I forgot. I can actually adjust the sound options in game because I met the NPC that lets me adjust my sound options, I think. Wait, I did meet him, right?
Yeah, that's the only way you can do it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Where's my sound options? Fuck.
Well, you can't then.
I could have sworn I met the NPC that lets you adjust your sound options.
Maybe you just have to keep talking to him every time you want to do it.
You know, I could picture Nintendo doing that. If you want to adjust your sound settings, you gotta go talk to this guy in the middle of the game. Every time.
Every time.
Go uphill both ways in the snow to do it. I keep going to attack, but I don't really need to attack. I already have my number battled as high as it can go. Actually, I'll show you all this for a second. So apparently, if the more Pokemon you battle of a given type, the higher the shiny odds are supposed to be. Although it's kind of debated how much they're boosted by. But as you can see, the in-game counter says I battled 999 Combees. And then the counter broke. So whatever bonuses come from beating up a lot of Combees, I already have them maxed out, and I'm now going over odds. As I said, I'm a spoiled brat. I'm not used to going over odds. I think I got a shiny Hone Edge within about 100 Hone Edges. I also got a shiny Golurk within 100 Golurks, but I knocked out that Golurk. It was very embarrassing. I gotta do a reclaim on that Golurk sometime. I didn't notice it was shiny. I'm kinda colorblind. I should pay more attention.
You are colorblind. You are very colorblind.
It is a documented fact about me, I will confess.
While you shiny hunt, I'm going to be organizing my box and Fire Emblem Heroes.
You have a box in Fire Emblem Heroes, is it like the box in Pokemon? Do you keep all your people in there?
Keep all your people in the box, of course you do. Yeah. It's basically the Pokemon box, but
Thankfully, our target's fairly noticeable for me.
yay.
Just because their beds are much darker than the yellow. Or whatever it's supposed to be. You say it's a dark orange, I'm saying it's red. Because I don't know.
What was that?
Red P represent.
Which is a reference to a role-playing game that I'm doing. Seems no one will be like, I understood that reference, except for like 12 people in the whole world.
You know, the real advantage of role-playing games is having just the most ironclad inside jokes.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, we're at Combee 1666. Number of the beast again. I think I have to catch this one out of obligation. Hang on. Quick ball. Critical capture. Getting the ball. Destroyed Combee smile counter. Oh god.
Yeah. Erica, thank you for the destroyed Combee smile counter. Someone has to keep track of that.
You know, it's very important that we know how many hopes and dreams we crushed over the course of the shiny hunt.
Dun, dun, dun.
But now we're just running away from these Combees. We have made peace with them. We will leave as soon as we have our goal. The shiny, the princess who will become the best queen.
Provide us what we wish, and we will not have to harm you. Give us your shiny, and then you will be set free.
Oh. If you whistle at Pokemon, they turn around. I discovered that trick recently. It also works if you're on the bike. You whistle by pressing the left stick, which also works with the bell on the bike. And is faster. But I'm not always riding on the bike, mostly because I like my clothes.
That's valid. The clothes is, I wish the game didn't force you in a fucking, like, weird athletic uniform that you can't even customize yourself.
It's really funny that the first, like, 4 or 5 or so generations of Pokemon, it just goes to your character. It just has your character being on the bike just projects a bike sprite underneath you.
Yeah.
But in the case of at a certain point, they're like, no, we can't show the character riding a bike without safety gear. Take those customized clothes off immediately. I mean, honestly though, more reasonably, that lining up is probably something because, oh man, animating all these other parts while the character's riding a bike, work. You know, I understand it. I totally understand it, but also I want to ride my bike while looking fabulous. I earned this crown. See this crown? This is the crown you get for completing the Pokédex on Crown Tundra or whatever.
I don't understand it as a resident Nintendo demander. I think that it's not near acceptable. I think that the CEO of the Pokemon Company should be strung up by his toes until he personally programs each and every outfit. And that is my demand because the company makes over $1 billion every year. I don't think that's ridiculous. I think they have the money to have that guy strung up upside down and working on that.
You know, I think it's for the budget for us to have a little bit of medieval England style torture.
A little bit. As a treat, only as a treat.
You know, it's a good use of the. It's clearly a good use of the. I mean, we can't deny it's a good use of the budget.
Yeah, or just like pay people like with solid pay.
You know, I'd also like that, just as long as you're paying. I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, as long as yeah. I don't mind if CEO of Nintendo were to be put on a bungee cord dangling over a pile of sharks until it was done.
I mean, you know, I can come with a first and band like, I want 2,000 Pokemon in the next game. No negotiation.
I want 7,000 new Pokemon, and that is my reasonable request.
I want exponential Pokemon. I want procedurally generated Pokemon. I don't. This is a goof. This is a goof.
But I do want 7,000 Pokemon, but I want them to be hand-drawn, each of them, by my favorite artists that are gay. And if they don't do that, then they have not reached my demands. And therefore are a disappointment. A disappointing company full of losers. A loser company full of losers. And, yeah. That's what I'm saying. And I am not going to change my mind on that.
Da, da. Da, da.
I want every Digimon in the next book. I do too. I think that's a reasonable demand. I do think it's a reasonable demand. The Pokemon Company makes $1 billion every year. So why don't they buy the Digimon IP and then place every Digimon in Pokemon and make that the next Pokemon game? That's really not all. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking for annualized Digimon game, just like Pokemon, and therefore I want the Pokemon Company to buy out Digimon.
Okay.
From Yamako Bandai. Yeah. I'm disagreeing with Erica here. This is a great idea from chat. And if you don't agree with that, then you're disagreeing with our subscribers, and that is, I'm gonna have to kick you off the show. Even though you're the one running it right now.
I'm sorry. I take it back. You know, Nintendo should give me their spleen. Just give me all your spleens. So that's what I'm gonna use them for. Just give me the fucking spleens, or I'll never buy one of your games again.
Good, thank you, I appreciate it, sweetie. I really appreciate.
Go away, Petty Lil. I haven't broken the encounter limit on Petty Lil, so bye. Oh yeah, the Combee's in my party.
Yep.
Oh. Walked it right into a Combee.
Walk in the club like a Combee.
Yeah. I'm only gonna be streaming for a little bit, and I'm not too sure of my odds.
Honestly, a Mega Monster crossover game sounds amazing. I would love like Monster Rancher, Digimon, Pokemon, Dragon Quest monsters, Metabots, the ones that are monster tamers. You know, just Robopon from the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Yeah, throw in the Robopon. I'd love that.
Da-da-da. I don't have all my Pokemon shiny targets in this little Google Doc. I have a few of them. I just wanted known that I caught Regieleki in 703 encounters. I'm on to 1700 encounters for Combee. Let me update that. Boom. The counter lags a bit because I got update it, and also even when I update it takes a couple seconds to actually update on the stream. I don't know why.
That's how it is.
I need to get one of those little quick scripts put in so I can just press a key to update my shiny count, but I was too lazy to do that before going live. I have to draw the line here. Hang on. The new Pokemon like with the guns is not invited to the Mega Monster Tamer party.
Yeah, what is it called? I don't care about promoting it, so I just won't remember it.
For one thing, where's the nostalgia? Everything else we listed has nostalgia. It's the most powerful force in the universe, as proven by the MCU.
But like, if they're gonna put them all in, I guess if they were the villain, they'd be a good villain.
They show up as the evil team that just shoots people.
They just enslave Pikachu. They just literally have an enslaved Pikachu on the cover of this game. And they're like, you have to save Pikachu, and then you have to kill them.
You have to buy this game or Pikachu will die.
Or Pikachu will die. It's the only way to stop them.
I am now at 1703 Combees, which brings us to 1,000 more Combees, and I had to fight Regielekis to get the shiny Regieleki.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. You know, for my hubris in getting like 10 shinies at the start of the month, the gods have punished me.
You have become the punished one. Punished. I call you Punished Misty.
Ne'er shall I find a shiny again for my hubris.
You shan't. You shan't. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away.
Yeah, a couple of the designs in that one trailer. I know what game you're talking about. I still don't remember the name of it, which is probably good because I don't want to badmouth people. But also, what the fuck is that concept? Pokemon didn't need guns.
Yeah, like the guns didn't bother me. I thought it was kind of sick. I thought the game was
Yeah, you were actually totally down with it until you went to the store page, and then they made a joke about like union rights, and you were like, these people, fuck these guys. These are the villains. You play as a villain in this game. Never mind.
I mean, yeah. When it turned around to being like, oh wait, these people definitely have bad politics in like real life.
I mean, maybe it's a bit. Maybe it's in character. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but then again, I don't know. I have to know these people in person, so who knows?
I don't know these people in person either, but I'm gonna assume that they're fascists.
I mean, that's one way of staying safe is just assume until proven otherwise.
I assume everyone's a fascist until proven otherwise.
You know, sometimes it feels like that's not a bad idea. Anyway, yeah, there's certainly a kitchen sink approach to the game design. I mean, they do throw everything into the pot. They throw a conveyor belt full of cows into the pot.
They throw a bunch of enslaved little Pokemon making guns. Some sheep apparently forcefully labored until they die to make homes for you. Human shield Pokemon.
I mean, they're not Pokemon, but...
Yeah, they're Pokemon. They're Pokemon. I mean, they're more like Digimon. I said it when I saw the thing. I was like people are saying it's a Pokemon ripoff, but they look more like Digimon. But it's still fucked. It's even more fucked up in the Digimon context.
Yeah. I mean, Digimon are like sentient and stuff.
Yeah. So they're choosing to do like Digimon aren't enslaved. Digimon have like a free will and have like decided to work with you.
Hmm. Oh, I think I saw that.
So weird. So weird. Why are these game devs so weird?
Some game devs just gotta be like that, I guess.
Someone's not like that, then who will save us?
Someone's. I mean, you know, you know, people gotta make what they gotta make, and then people maybe like it, they don't like it, but also I don't like it.
I'm gonna judge them. I'm completely judging them. Get a better Steam store page, game devs.
They shall not be named.
I was almost excited. You almost seduced me. I was almost seduced into a life of sin. But narrowly the Steam page set me free by revealing to me, to thou, to art, to I, that they're full of shit. They don't know what they're doing.
I think one of my neighbors is hammering something.
I can't hear it on my end.
Okay, good. Speaking of E3, no Pokemon news.
Oh, Pocket Monsters.
I mean, they have like 2 games coming out, so I can't exactly say we're starving for new releases on the horizon compared to some people's franchises they're interested in. But also, I'm like, I want to hear what you got for Pokemon though. I want to see it. You actually got me a bit curious.
I mean, I said it, like, What it means to me is that probably the Diamond and Pearl remakes have like almost no changes at all. You're gonna be more straightforward remakes than most remakes.
I mean, that certainly seems like it from the first trailer, because like people noted they seem to be recreating like actual Diamond and Pearl rather than like the Platinum version of like maps and stuff. Which I'm like, it's kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Diamond and Pearl, Platinum. No offense to Sinnoh fans. I think it's a badly designed game. With like good combat mechanics, but the map and the map design and stuff boring. Not very fun to play. Never beat it. Never could bring myself to beat it. And I beat every other Pokemon game. And I tried to beat Platinum a couple times. I might eventually one day I might beat it. Will it be before Platinum, Brilliant, Diamond and Pearl? Probably not.
Well, in any case, yeah, I mean, like, I only really played through the Sinnoh game, like, exactly once back in the day, and I think I can't even find my original Diamond version that had that file. So much for that mana fee I hatched in it that is a one-time thing from my Pokemon Ranger cartridge. I can't refresh. Oh well. But I mean, I can probably cheat something in. No problem. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know. Sinnoh wasn't Gen 4 and 5. I didn't play that much. I mostly the most I've played is like Gen 3. 4. I did play my fair share of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is my jam. You know, the engine isn't bad. Just Diamond and Pearl is a little bit slow, and I didn't click with it as much back in the day. I actually click with it a bit better now looking at it, and I'm going to be streaming Pearl at some point. But I'm like, I don't know, it seems kind of drab to not punch up a game if you're going to go to the trouble of remaking it, you know?
Yeah. I just think there's a lot of modern conveniences.
Dawn does have a great design.
But if I can't customize it, I'm going to be upset if I have to just be like generic character. Like, Dawn has a good design, but I hated it in Orast, and I will hate it in this if they don't let me customize the character just because it didn't exist in that generation.
Yeah. I'm very curious about Arceus. That's coming out next year.
Yeah, early next year.
Yeah, real early. We're basically getting free Pokemon games in a couple of months, so I can't. In terms of me being spoiled for things to play, you know, I can't complain.
Yeah, and I don't want them to announce a new game. I just want new information on if this game is going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's mostly it. Like, Arceus sometimes being a surprise. They're working on something new over there. I'll let it be what it is, but I'm just like, do I really have to get Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond? Is that really a must buy? Like, what are you really bringing to the table here that I won't get from just like replaying the old game, you know?
That they gated off old Pokemon, and the only way to get them will be to do this.
Fuck, you're right. Oh my god, yeah, because there's still Pokemon they haven't added back into the deck, so I can't import them into my Sword and Shields here. So like, my only hope is that they add it back in for Diamond and Pearl remakes or for the fucking Arceus thing. Ugh.
Yep.
I caught a shiny Burmy recently. I want to show it off. I mean, I assume Burmy's going to be in the game, considering the game is the original Sinnoh remix. So, like, at least I'll be able to show the world my cool Burmy when I transfer it up, I guess. That's a reason to be interested. Because otherwise, I can't show it off in Sword and Shield because it's not in the game. Yeah. I think Team... What was it in was it Team Galactic in Sinnoh?
Team Galactic was in Sinnoh, yeah.
They're kind of up their ass a little bit, as far as.
Yeah. I got into Pokemon again in 4th gen, but it was with Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and that's when I got into competitive and stuff.
Mm.
And that was a good remake. And no other remake of Pokemon has been that good. Which there's only been one other one, and Let's Go. Let's Go is like pretty different.
Oras was. Well, let's not get into. You have your opinion on Oras. I have my opinion on Oras.
Yes. You like Oras. I think Oras is one of the worst Pokemon games. And that counts the spin-off games. I'm not saying that I would rather play Pokemon Puzzle League, but I probably would.
Oh, I got a resubscription from Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. Hehehe.
But what I will say about Oras, and I will not take away from them, is the redesigns of characters were good. They made Team Aqua from something super boring to a very cool and interesting looking. And I can't deny that. It is one of the better remixes of a look, and it makes me very disappointed that so far Diamond and Pearl looks like it's going to be the same exact designs.
Yeah, I didn't like the. I mean, I didn't hate the redesign on the Oras protagonist. I just didn't like how you couldn't customize it, you know?
Yeah.
But, but like for everyone else in the game, their redesigns were like really cool and good. And when Ultra Sun and Moon came out and like they brought back the team leaders of Magma and Aqua and their like original Gen 3 designs, I was so disappointed. I'm like, why you guys are way more boring in this dimension. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Also one of the worst Pokemon games, Ultra Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon, great in a way that only makes Sun and
Moon. It's the number 2 best Pokemon game, actually, right under Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Pokemon Moon and Sun. And then near the very bottom, right above Oras, Ultra Sun and Moon. Which Oras is above Diamond and Pearl Platinum to me. So the bottom of the list is Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, then Oras, then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. The top is Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Moon, and I don't know. Pokemon games aren't very good. Black and White 2.
It does indeed not have that. Hey, Let's Go was a secondary remake for Kanto. Maybe we could get an arcade remake for Johto that adds character custom.
Pokemon Let's Go, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver.
Not even Let's Go, a specific Pokemon. Just Let's Go, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. They're not even Gold and Silver remakes. They're Heart Gold, Soul Silver remakes.
That's what I want. I don't want to. I want Let's Go Pokemon Crystal. That's what I want. I want Chris back. Chris is the best design in all the Pokemon games as the default protagonist. Heart Gold and Silver did not have character customization, but it wasn't a feature they took away. They didn't introduce that until...
Yeah, it was really only noticeable in Oras because literally in the game before it is when they added character customization.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty fucked to take away the option to... It's like how I think it's pretty fucked Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness didn't let you pick your gender of your protagonist. Like, taking away diversity, I think, is always bad. It's always bad.
Yeah. They were their own thing with like their own scripted story, but it would have been nice. It's not like the character's gender figures into it a whole lot, you know.
If they had, like, I wouldn't care if it was voice acted and Wes was a character who had motivations and goals and was completely his own person.
Yeah, but he's just another silent protagonist. And in fact, I just put my own name over it and said, this is a cool cyberpunk lesbian with a cool hairstyle, don't worry about it.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not denying that Pokemon Coliseum is very cool in concept. I just think that it's a downgrade to remove the gender options from the game.
Yeah. I feel differently about it than I feel about mainline games, because it isn't as customizable in any way, in that you've got a fixed team and stuff. But like you said, I would be fine if he was like an Ike Fire Emblem that had his own thing going on.
Yeah, like it was like, this is Wes's dad, and this is, right, like characters that matter to this character, instead of them just coming into town as a blank slate.
Yeah, like it's pretty ambiguous how Wes feels about anything. It's like, I used to be part of this criminal organization. Now I'm not. What's up?
Yeah. Like, he could be a cool character, but,
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely agree. They did try to spin it. They said ORAS, X and Y were going to be the only games with trainer customization. It was a theme and it was a feature for one game, and then you would never do it again. And then they took that back.
Yeah. X and Y did let you customize the character skin. I think I do remember that was like the first game that let you do that, and then ORAS is right back to the default protagonist.
Back to default melanin. Yeah. I mean, I just think I think that it's not that hard to just like change the gender of a character if you're not going to bother to give them a personality. Also, all Pokemon games should be fully voice acted. That one isn't like a ridiculous demand. I think they should seriously all be fully voice acted.
Even if we're not doing full voice acting, like, just because there's so many procedural things a character might say in a menu that you don't need to have voice or whatever, those opening cutscenes are eerily silent. Like, the opening, I'm gonna do a Let's Play of Pokemon Sword at some point, and you can see, if you haven't seen it for yourself, I mean, you can go on YouTube right now and look at the opening of Pokemon Sword, and it's just really uncanny, because, like, it's just a video of a guy telling you about the Pokemon world, but this time he's doing it in a massive packed stadium, and you can hear the cheers of the crowd in this big kind of, wordless mass. It's cheering for the Pokemon in front of them and whatnot. But like, you don't hear any words coming out of his mouth, it's just subtitles. It's really weird to create a soundscape in which there's all this sound, but the characters don't have sound coming out of their mouths. It's weird. It's just like, I didn't notice it as much in like some of the older games, but at this point we're having such high cinematic budgets, just it's uncanny when there's like no sound at all. Like, even like, give me a Zelda grunt. I mean, hell, isn't Breath of the Wild voice acted at this point?
Yes, Breath of the Wild is voice acted. Every Nintendo series except for Mario and Pokemon are voice acted now.
I mean, if Zelda can be voice acted, I guess Pokemon can too. Like, what the heck?
Also, like, I don't know why fucking Nintendo always gets the exception to, like, not do things that other games with the same budget.
Yeah, I mean, I do encourage people to, like, not cram every feature in. Sometimes it's good to experiment, whatnot.
Voice acting is an accessibility feature.
Yeah, it certainly does.
If you are blind, you would need a custom firmware script reader for a Switch, which doesn't, I don't know if that even exists, to be able to enjoy the dialogue of Pokemon. Or if it was voice acted, if it was fully voice acted, you could just play Pokemon.
Yeah, it certainly would help to be able to hear the important dialogue, at least put some emphasis on it.
Pokemon makes over $1 billion. Again, I'm gonna just mention that.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I didn't. The thing I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. The thing I said about budgets applies more to like other studios that aren't Pokemon.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect the people who are making like Temtem to fully voice act their game. Because they're an
Oh
indie
yeah!
studio.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I just saw Anyone point that out. The other really awkward
Yeah.
moment in that game is Piers.
Yes. Every time Piers is supposed to be singing, it is very awkward.
Like it zooms in on his face and you see his mouth moving, and the backup music is there, but his voice isn't, and it's just really noticeable and weird.
Yeah. I like. It especially bothers me with Pokemon for multiple reasons. Because I mean, again, it makes so much money, but also because they literally have an anime where every character has a voice. So it's not like, well, we want you to have your own internal headcanon on their voice. They all are gonna have an official fucking voice by a consistent actor, and it's gonna be in fucking Pokemon Masters too, on their gacha game. They have voices.
But at this point, I guess Pokemon's in like 8 different languages, but then again, other games manages to be in multiple languages.
Fire Emblem on the Switch with, I bet you anything, a lower budget than Pokemon, is fully voice acted on every route with every line of dialogue. With even NPCs. From the same company.
I mean, not every line of dialogue in a Fire Emblem, but yeah.
Yeah, almost every single game in almost every single line of dialogue in Three Houses is voice acted.
Most important stuff. About 70% of stuff is.
No, more than 70%. More than 70%.
Okay.
I can't think of. I literally can't think of like non-voice acted dialogue.
I feel like there's. Maybe I'm confusing it with Fates. I'm silly.
Fates just has like the cut-in lines, like Awakening. It's like,
hey, yeah, I'm thinking more Fates than Awakening.
Yeah. Oh, whoa! My pants are on fire.
Yeah, some of those support lines were awkward if you tuned out for a little bit, and then the character would just say something like, "What?"
I feel so electric.
Is
and
that
the line of
far?
dialogue written under it is like, I have complicated feelings about this. I've been going through a lot of internal turmoil. And the next line like, that's amusing. I would like to be your friend is the written dialogue.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I hated that. Shadows of Valentia on the 3DS is also fully voice acted, so... The remake of the second Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
But that game is smaller than a Pokemon game. Three Houses, though, it would have about as much voice dialogue. Like, if it just... The main story was fully voice acted. I'm not even saying that the full game needs to be fully voice acted.
I mean, you did say... Anyway.
Yeah. But I'm saying I would accept that it would be a step forward if it was just all of the main dialogue was voice acted.
Yeah, like I don't need but like there's semi pre-rendered. I know if there's pre-rendered. I'd have to like look because some cutscenes where they don't really show your model too much. But there's like some cutscenes that have like a certain emphasis in animation on them and characters' mouths moving, and it's just very strange when there's no sound coming out of them. And if it was just like, if you just dubbed over Piers' song and the opening dialogue or monologue at the very least, I probably wouldn't notice. Just give me the main story's voice. Be easier to follow.
Everything should be voiced, but at least the main story. Anyway, so you will only find complaints from me. I will literally never say a good thing about any company. Also, the Pokemon company is homophobic and transphobic. But yeah.
I mean,
they're definitely transphobic. They literally make you like send in the same kind of shit that PayPal does to change your fucking gender on your Pokemon Trainer Club account.
Oh yeah, that goddamn shit. I recall.
Nintendo is so afraid they can't even be performative allies. They can't even do rainbow icons on Nintendo or a Happy Pride Month one tweet. They can't even do that.
Of course not. I would say.
Yeah, they can't, like, when H-Bomb made Donkey Kong trend for multiple days, they couldn't even be like, let's do a Donkey Kong reference on Twitter. because that might imply that they care for trans rights.
Hmm.
And not just that they were cynically taking advantage of a popular stream. Yeah, anyway, fuck Nintendo. They're my favorite console manufacturers. And Pokemon is one of my favorite game series. Fuck it. Garbage.
Yeah, I'm sitting here because I have a good time getting these shiny monsters and whatnot, but like...
Yeah, I complain about things, doesn't mean I don't play things. I just
Yeah.
am a very whiny person.
I paid for this thing. I have every right to enjoy it. And also, fuck you, Nintendo. Anyway, welcome to our rambling negative stream.
Hardly negative. We're just killing it. Like, wait, what are we going to talk about?
I mean, E3 happened. We tried talking about E3. There's no non-negative way to talk about E3.
E3. There was no fucking games. There we go. We did it because COVID happened.
Yeah, I mean, E3's not even been a big event before COVID. Let's face it.
Yeah, but like, you know, right? Usually they'll make an announcement of a game and then it won't look anything like how it looked in the trailer. But they didn't really even announce games.
I mean, you know, it's been a weird year. Let's face it, with a whole lot of terrible things happening and people just being expected to march on. Like, of course, the Xbox will release this year and the PlayStation and all these games. Different working conditions for the people making them. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, new Metroid is coming out. It looks fine. It looks good. Shame about how they you know, use cease and desist to stop people from making fan Metroid projects that people are excited about.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, on the topic of Sega does what Nintendo, and you know, sometimes Sega hires people that make fan mods of their old games. Yeah. If Pokemon catches you making a fan game, they're gonna fucking send their goddamn spies on you.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Sega has a very high score in the Japanese LGBT equality index for companies. The only game company that has like nearly the highest score as it. It's the only company that has nearly that high of a score in the game industry in Japan. From that person, so that company. So apparently its hiring practices are good. I'd like them to, you know, make some games with fucking gay characters in them instead of, I don't know, Persona, which is homophobic. Maybe they could just make the character an SMT non-binary. Just make them non-binary. Just have them use they them pronouns. Just do that.
Oh yeah, that Shin Megami Tensei game looks good. I love the protagonist look. I feel like they're probably gonna gender the protagonist as male, but fuck it. It's fabulous.
It's very beautiful hair generation.
For his hair animation I've seen in the game, I'll give you that much in Megami Tensei. This game may well fulfill my fantasy of running around with the most elegant princess hair while beating the crap out of people.
Indie games looked good, some of them. None of them I remember, but there was a bunch. I watched an indie game stream and I thought, these games look kind of good. Yeah, trying to think of games, video games. What are video games?
What are video games? Let's think about that. Do you guys know what video games are?
Yeah, they didn't announce. any video games. I don't think they announced any video games. They Hunt the Night looks good. Fire Girl looks good. Those are the 2 games from the indie showcase I watched that I ended up putting on the Steam wish list. Just to like continue to check it out for the future. Akatori looked good. It wasn't one of the indie showcases. Demon Turf, not turf like in turf. Kitsune Tales looked good. I think that was an indie showcase.
They have a hair-based attack in that game? That sounds... I haven't seen Kitsune Tales, but I follow the developer, and I think... I didn't see Kitsune Tales at E3, but I have seen Kitsune Tales on Twitter. It looks good. That's what I mean to say.
The game's part of a Guerrilla Collective's thing. I didn't know if Cassette Beast was on any E3 streams, but I saw it during E3 time, and I thought it looked really good.
Oh yeah, Cassette Beast looks amazing.
Yeah, that one looks amazing. That one's like on the closer to the must buys for me.
I don't even know how to describe it. It's just one of those funky, very visual trailers that kind of speaks for itself.
It's very Digimon.
It's very Digimon. It's very much everything you like about Digimon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy did happen.
Oh my god, the Final Fantasy White Supremacy Edition. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one. Looked bad. Final Fantasy White Power Edition.
Now, we're not saying the main character of that new Final Fantasy game is definitely a white supremacist, but he definitely sets off every survival instinct in Alexis' body. He's a white supremacist when she looks at him.
He looks like a skinhead. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. He looks like a skinhead. They should... It's a Souls-like. Why would you have a locked-in protagonist? Souls-like have character customizations. That's the only part of Souls-likes that I like. It's the only good feature. The rest of Souls-likes are bad. Every other second of playing those games is miserable for me.
To probably misquote and paraphrase the developer based off of a rough translation I read from E3, the inspiration for this Final Fantasy game was locations and the story of an angry man. That's what we've got. Locations and the story of an angry man. Those are the themes.
What I will say about that Final Fantasy game is it probably is going to be better than Guardians of the Galaxy. It looks like total ass. It looks awful. Marvel Comics is a bad company. Marvel Video Games is a bad department, and Marvel movies are even worse.
I did not watch much, if any, of that of the Marvel thing. I saw like a brief clip of Guardians of the Galaxy, and all I saw as I watched it was like, you know, that looks like a very graphically intensive game that you put a lot of work into, and I cannot believe you chose to focus it all on Star-Lord instead of any of the characters around it. You have Rocket Raccoon and Groot and all these other fucking weirdos on this team who are perfectly iconic and reasonable protagonists, and you choose Star-Lord, the human... Boring.
Star-Lord is the worst character in Guardians of the Galaxy, by far.
Tell me you wouldn't rather have a game where you play as Rocket Raccoon or Groot or just about any other Guardian of the Galaxy than fucking Star-Lord. I think you can. No one can tell me that.
Blood Rain, but it's Gamora. That sounds interesting. Yeah, anyway. It looks like a video, like, the Star-Lord, the Guardians of the Galaxy game looks like a video game. Like, it looks just super generic. It looks like if you put a box and you just said video game, it would be like, yes, that's what video games are. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. If you were in Star Trek The Next Generation and you were like, hey, can the ship's computer materialize a video game for me? It spits out that.
Yeah, you could have put Angela. She's a part of Guardians of the Galaxy. Put lesbian character Angela and her girlfriend Sarah. Like Eric is saying, replace it with the girlfriend. And I'm saying, Angela is part of the Guardians. of the galaxy, and you can put her there, and then her girlfriend, her trans lesbian girlfriend, and then I would actually want to buy a Marvel game, but they'll never do that, so I don't have to worry about it.
It's oh, look at that! It's turned to night inside our game. The sun is set. The sun will not set in real life for me for 3 more hours. I'm getting a lot of encounters this stream, but I'm not getting the shiny.
Like, I'm trying to think, is there anything else that was even worth talking about? Like, in my brain, I'll like go to like a video game news site and see what they talked about. Rune Factory 5 for the Switch got shown as coming out in English. That game's homophobic. I don't recommend it. And like a no gay marriage, and even though it's a staple for farm sims. Looks like SMT5 has a story trailer, so we'll know if I can now. If I watch this on air, I can probably find out how they gender the protagonist. Maybe they won't gender the protagonist still, though.
You're mostly looking for them, like you're like, just do it, just gender the protagonist so I can get over with already. I know you're gonna do it, just do it already. It's like with when people thought the Pokemon protagonists would be, it could have an option of being genderless before. I mean, Nintendo never said that. They just put up a screenshot with a pictorial selection of the character, but it's like there's still a gender selection they're forcing you into.
Okay. Here, the dialogue is, "Young man, if you wish to live, take my hand." There we go.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, so there you go. Confirmed. Boring guy protagonist like every other SMT game.
I mean, it's a very fabulous design. I don't know why I'm looking at my boxes here right now. I'm on autopilot. I can't have it. I mean, it's a very fabulous boy.
It's a very fabulous looking boy. Yes, you're right. It's a very fabulous boy. I'm not interested in playing.
No, I understand.
But you might play it, and then I'll watch you play it because I'm not gonna not watch you play it. It will be entertaining with your voice over the game.
I'll do my very best.
Marvel's The Avengers, the video game. Patch reveals people's IP addresses.
What?
Isn't that nice? That happened, news article 1 hour ago when I went to go look at this stuff. There's a security risk that comes from playing Marvel's The Avengers or streaming or taking screenshots during the 1.80 patch. And side effect is the reveal of private information. If someone updates the game and plays, and data will appear on the screen. This means while you're playing and say streaming, Marvel's Avenger could show the information like usernames and IP addresses. Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix are aware of the situation.
God. No one streamed that Avengers game. It's literally unsafe to do so. What the hell?
Yep. Look at that. What a great game. Marvel makes such... Marvel IP. Square Enix Marvel games are so good. That's why they should keep making them. Nah. I like the YMCA reference. America.
Maybe the character's name is Young Man. Did you even think of that?
I didn't even think of that. Young man, there's nowhere you should go. I said, young man.
Uh, I've gone for a fair, but I'm gonna go for 1800 combies, then I'm calling it a stream.
Okay.
Not a
Doing
particularly
that.
long one. This is just a sleepy girlfriend's quests type situation. You know, you do your summons, I chase my combies. What? Oh, random halfpenny. Hello.
Tales of Arise looked okay.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it has a cool night lady with a big shield. The main protagonist is a boy, so I probably wouldn't play it. But you know, hey, it's the thing. Advanced Wars looked okay, but it's $60, so I'm not gonna buy it.
I think in our analysis of Advance Wars, we came to the conclusion that while more cartoonish, it is more horrific than Fire Emblem, in that your commander does not put their body on the line like a Fire Emblem protagonist does at the very least.
Yeah, you can't die for your friends.
But you expect
Like
them to
Fire
die for you.
Yeah, they're not even your friends. They're faceless peons that you are encouraged to let die. There's no bonus for keeping everything alive.
Oh, is that what happens in Tales of Arise? When's a girl ever gonna pull a sword out of me?
I'll pull a sword out of you. I'm just scrolling through this new site, seeing if there's anything at all interesting. Those are video games. So far, no video games. I went through pages and pages of them pretending that there's video games, but I don't see them. I don't know. Like, there's games from Ubisoft, a company that continuously covered up for sexual assault, and is yet to take any action that seems to actually do anything.
Yeah. They're not really funny.
Yeah, they probably don't. They probably don't. Okay, I think I caught up, and yeah, that was it. That was all the video games.
That's all the video games.
It's every video game ever released.
Everyone go home, we found all the video games. None of them were good. Oh yeah. Talked about free houses. That reminds me, I gotta stream free houses sometime. I'm almost done with my first route of it, free houses. I intended just to play a little bit to familiarize myself. And then I kind of got into it a little bit.
Also, me judging games is not saying that. I want to know anyone who stuck around in the stream or the VOD. This is only Eric here. I don't think people are bad for playing games that I'm being critical of. I play gacha games, and those are the most immoral games ever created.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't have to like give any money, but like it's still there. I still am playing it. I'm providing a service for them because they actually want people who play for free. Because then the people who pay money will feel stronger when they beat me.
Hmm. I gotta figure out how to get 3DS mods to work on my emulator so I can show those off more. Software streaming, apparently, I thought I was just the one having problems with this with the Greatest Attorney. Apparently software streaming is just kind of super hard for a lot of people on the 3DS just because it's very dependent on your Wi-Fi, and mine isn't maybe so good in this room. So, but I mean, I have an emulator now, and I kind of want to show off the game mods for Fire Emblem, you know?
I'm RNGing a shiny Lucina.
Oh yeah, I've gotten a bit into RNG manipulation.
Yeah.
I've RNG'd 4 of the Ultra Beasts and an Ultra Moon now. To be shiny. I haven't transferred them up yet. I should maybe transfer them up just to show them off on stream. RNGesus. I wish to master I'm trying to master RNGing in Generation 7 because apparently the timing's a lot similar to like Generation 3 in some ways. So I want to kind of be able to do the cool tricks that the speedrunners in Gen 3 do. Totally going to the edge of the queue this year! No, I'm not much of a speedrunner actually. My reflexes kind of suck, which is why it took me like several days to RNG anything. But it's aspirational.
Yeah.
You want to turn around? Roads. Oh, random grass encounter. Not right now, Petty Lil. I'm only a few combies away from closing out the stream. Get out of here. That reminds me, I got a shiny hunt for Sylveon sometime. I think shiny Sylveon's just a little more trans pride fiend if you ask me.
With my color vision, it is not the case, but with yours, it is the case. Color is, you know.
It was very nice of you not to correct me when I was proud of getting my golden Azure.
I will not correct you on any of your shinies. You decide the colors. I am just here to tell you.
You know, reality is subjective. What even is color? Fuck color perception.
I mean, color is like, right? Like, if you see the color, then it's literally that color. Like, objectively, because color, like, people see color differently. Like, I think it is, just because it is more commonly seen. Like, it's not like this isn't like in a matter of opinion. It's not like I feel like that color should be a different color. It's like I literally see that color as a different color.
Yeah.
Like,
In terms of color as human perception, yes, I see thing as red, but also I can recognize thing might not have the wavelength of what is known as red lights as it is understood by normal human eyes.
yeah. I'm just saying that's my perspective on not correcting you.
Aww.
Is that like it is the colors that you see? If you ask me like what colors do you see, I will tell you. Also, yes, I feel exploited by FF duo units in Fire Emblem Heroes specifically too. Erica, I just going back, rewinding to that comment. And also, yes, I am not like other trans girls. I also don't care about speedrunning at all.
I think
not like other girls.
I think some speedrunning's like really interesting as someone who knows a bit of game dev stuff. It's interesting seeing a game like taken apart and taken to an extreme. And I've tried I've tried speedrunning, sorry, but I'm not very good at it. My best time in Metal Gear Solid 3 is like an hour behind this other person I saw do it, and it was only like a 2-hour run. I'm like, how did you get it down even more? There's like unskippable cutscenes. Anyway, this is Combee 1800. Boom! And it's not that shiny. How dare you not be that shiny? I wasn't updating the counter, but that's 1800, trust me. Quick ball. I'm gonna check it for a mark at least. I'm the master of the quick ball, you know me. Always critical capturing.
Master of the quick ball.
Alrighty. And you people, wait, show me your marks. Oh, Happeny's got the sleepy mark. Haven't got a sleepy Happening yet. Boop boop. And you Combees are on my catch and release program, like with fish. On you go. Boom, bye. Go back to your people. There you go. Happy you can join the crew. I've collected a fair few, as you can see in this box, I collected a fair few Combees with all kinds of marks in the little bottom right there, which all correspond to different titles the Pokemon can have. And battle and stuff. This one's the coolest I've got. It's the Thunderstruck mark. I really wish I could have gotten the shiny on the Thunder Day, so I could have gotten Thunderstruck. But I mean, I take the shiny unmarked at this point, you know. Quite gladly. I already have a marked shiny. I have my super awesome Salazzle. I just want any Combee. Anyway. Be that as it may. Haven't got the shiny this time. I mean, it's pretty close to Master Ball odds. Be all that as it may. That's the end of another shiny. Can't be taken too long looking for this bee. I shall find the red bee one day. Until that day. Until that day comes, I will hang out with these frogs. And their Politoed amorous prides. Yes, that's right. I forgot to make the pun about the Politoed Polycule. Then again, I don't want to make it. I don't want to project it into Politoed Polycule because then it's like I'm trying to give them away. Does anyone want these Politoads? I have so many shiny Politoads. If anyone wants to trade, I'm very down for it.
Shiny trade.
They're looking for homes. Look at their vibrant, to my eyes, bi-pride colored themes they've got going on. You know, they're glorious. I think that, yeah, they're super pretty. Tell me you don't want this. Offer me a trade. Anyway. This one over here is just kind of enjoying the beach by itself. Anyway, I'll catch you all next time when, oh yeah, I did in fact play back up to where I was in Pokemon Colosseum, so I can jump back into that. I think I've resolved the technical issues, and we won't get any more of my saves being deleted because I'm not using that shitty custom memory card anymore I got off of fucking Amazon. Always praise be to the official Nintendo hardware. Do not commit the heresy lest your saves be wiped. Anyway.
See you on the next episode of Sailor Moon.
See y'all. Actually, on that note, on the matter of trades, I have a lot of shinies. If anyone out there has the fucking, oh my god, what's Zarudes? If anyone has Zarudes, I'll trade you anything. Give me Zarude. I want Zarude. If anyone has Zarude, give me Zarude. I'll trade you Zarude. How many fucking frogs you want? Okay, right. That ranting aside, I'll catch you all in the next stream, or maybe we're gonna take on the Ori region and finally go back to Colosseum now that I've played back up to where I wasn't fixed the issues. This has been Misty Crystal signing out.
And this is Alexis Sarah also signing out.
See y'all next time.
Oh,
yeah.
See y'all next time on Girlfriend Quest.
See y'all next time on Girlfriend Quest. Catch you for another wild, chaotic ride. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.